EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Here's Taylor. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
At the 4-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
3 down.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10.
That's good.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 90 yards.
5-yard line.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2.
Check 3.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board. Conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. On play action, they'll throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins, they're out to an early lead over the Bills. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the Pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Eason. He'll get this one to Pittman, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
His first carry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch you skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red free, red tight, set the bar, take flight.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Eason. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the extra
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, 3-and-out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at
it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. And 58 is on Mike. 18, right there. Defense, set the free. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
2nd and 9 now. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start with a give to Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
All right, partner, keep adding up the yardage. My man is off to a big-time start in this one.
Oh, yeah, you know, when these guys get a first-quarter run like that, they're thinking, all right, now I'm going to get a second, third, and fourth-quarter run like that, correct?
Have you ever seen a guy have a run like that and feel good about himself and then tap out and want to come out of the game?
No.
No, he wants the ball some more, doesn't he?
Yeah. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
correct. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Vikings.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately can...